the governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, has gone into self-isolation following the close contact with the Bauchi State Governor, Senator Bala Mohammed, and Chief of Staff to the President, Abba Kyari, who have both tested positive for coronavirus. The Edo State Governor had contact with them and he has gone into self-isolation. He has also sent a sample for testing. The index case of coronavirus in Edo State is the Speaker of Edo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Frank Okiye. He traveled to the United Kingdom, he came back and went into self-isolation. He sent his sample for testing and he came out positive. He is in a stable condition and is receiving treatment. His family members have also been tested and they came out negative. The state government have bought 40 drums of hand sanitizers to be distributed to local government areas, palaces, and other public centers. Measures being taken by the state government. We still maintain that gathering of persons above 20 is restricted. Market remain closed except for those selling essential commodities such as food and medicine. The Edo State COVID-19 Response Committee continue to meet daily and will be briefing Edo people situation of things. The local government councils has also been directed to also enforce such compliance in their various councils, and we have also ordered that and advised all local government to activate its public awareness campaign team through public awareness system and also village town criers in their various domain. And we have also, from the meeting we had with traditional rulers, to also activate their own mode of passing information to their various communities. But for enforcement, the law enforcement agency have been directed to enforce compliance with this order. This order is for our public safety, and it's not in our interest to restrict movement. But at this time of our country and state and the world, we need to restrict movement to avoid further spread of COVID-19. And the easiest way this spread can go very fast is through public gatherings and places like this. The contact, since the governor came back from Abuja, on his own, he has avoided direct contact with everybody and he has maintained social distance. Even in our meetings, he has maintained social distance. He has refused to shake hands with everybody, even before the issue of being those in contact with been tested positive. Because from when COVID-19 was announced, we in Government House and through our health workers, we have continually insisted on social distance. And the governor, since he came back from Abuja, he has not had any handshake with any of us. And even in our meetings, you will observe that he maintained that distance. He has been holding his hand like this and he take a bow to greet everybody. But one or two that will have been too close, we have also tracking. And for Mr. Speaker, we were able to also track some of the people he had contact with. The interesting thing about him is that from when he landed Nigeria, he avoided everybody. And he put on face masks and he was wearing hand glove from London till he got to Uromi. And he avoided even touching his own vehicle. He allowed his own staff to open his vehicle. He entered and he went straight into a self-isolation. He even prepared his isolation center before he came to Nigeria. He asked his wife to prepare a room for him where he was going to isolate himself. So he actually avoided everybody. So the only two persons that he had direct contact with, because they have to carry his load and they have to open the room, they have to be serving him food and all those, was his wife and his daughter. And they have been tested, and fortunately the test came negative. We have a total of 111 we are tracking, and out of this number, we are already in touch with 64% of them are already in touch. And out of these 64% that we are in touch with, we have 6 that we isolated, and out of this is 5 samples have been taken. And as we move on, we give you updates as we follow up through. But what is critical about this is that we have a very sound team that when it comes to contact tracing, they have been very upwind, and you are aware that we have one of the best contact tracing team because of our experience with Lassa. So I want Edo people to know that we're on top of this situation. They should not panic. Please report anybody you suspect came from abroad. And don't forget that all that came from abroad are not positive. But we need to track. The earlier we can track, the better for even those coming from abroad and those that are receiving them. Don't forget, it's not a death sentence, but it's a death sentence if you refuse to report these cases. Thank you and God bless you.